Hi, welcome back to another Crypto Dave video. It's Tuesday, which means another Masternode Shootout update video. This is for week 47, and in this series we look at 6 different masternodes and which performs the best throughout 2019, and more importantly, if any of them can outperform Bitcoin. So as always, before we jump into the figures, I always bring you up to date with any changes. The good news is nothing really dramatic this last week. I've had no issues or upgrades or anything like that to do, so that's good. So let's jump straight in and have a look at the figures. Starting with Vulcano, as always at the top of the list, 802 Vulcano worth 60 cents, 61 Bulwark worth 97 cents, 259 Helix worth 56 cents, 12,800 Metrix worth $2.17. A little bit disappointing. Only 4 Masternode pounds for Metrix this week, like last week, which is really hitting our figures, unfortunately, at the moment. And same for Smartcash. Only £2 for Smartcash Masternode pounds this last week. So 215 Smartcash worth 53 cents. So that has also affected us. We got a grand total this week of $4.83. If we jump over and have a look at the graph, you can see we're right back down at the bottom of where we've been our lowest kind of weeks, sort of 5 weeks ago and 8 weeks ago, whenever it was. So we're still within this kind of like very, very low kind of band. As I mentioned, that the fact we only received 4 Metrix pounds rather than the usual 5 has affected things a little bit, and also just 2 Smartcash pounds rather than 3. Some of the other ones have been doing pretty well. Plenty of Vulcano Masternode pounds this week, so it's nice to see, but the prices across the board have been pretty low. Obviously Bitcoin taking a big dive down, sub 7,000 rather, for a period, and then jump back up. I think it's currently trading at about $7,100. So we've had a big pullback in kind of price of Bitcoin, and that's translated across a lot of these smaller coins as well. Now, congratulations to Helix. Maintains its #1 position. It's been like this now for a couple of months. 40% up so far this year, and the only coin out of this list that's in positive territory. We do have a little bit of a change. So Metrix in 2nd position still, and Vulcano in 3rd position. They're still relatively close together, only 5% separating those. But the big news is after Syndicate, which is still in 4th position, despite the fact we're not running the Masternode any longer after those network issues, still maintaining #4 position. But the big news is Bulwark. So for the first time in probably 9 months, this has moved off of last place. So we started this experiment back at the 1st of January. By the end of January, we'd had, I think, the leaving of the kind of like the existing team of Bulwark and a sort of community takeover. Then we had the Cryptopia issues with, which was the only real exchange that Bulwark was on, or the only exchange of any kind of like volume that Bulwark was on. It was the same for a lot of these small cap coins. When Cryptopia was hacked and went down, it lost a load more value, and it's been sat basically at the bottom of this experiment in 6th position for the last sort of 9-10 months. But fantastic for Bulwark. It hasn't really made any progress, unfortunately. It's more the negative kind of movement around some of the others. So Smartcash now in last position, and as a project that hasn't had, and I've mentioned this a few times, hasn't had those big kind of sort of moments, losing its largest exchange, losing its dev team, stuff like that. It's done very, very poorly. It's lost three quarters of its value rather, despite, and that's including the rewards obviously from the kind of pound. Now, right at the beginning of the year, Smartcash Smartnode was only worth 10,000 coins, and then when they moved, I think it was towards the end of the 1st quarter maybe, to 100,000 coin collateral, I moved with it. We'd already lost 1 Masternode right at the beginning of the year, which I had to kind of replace. I didn't really want to replace another at that point, so I got the additional coins to upgrade that to 100,000 Masternode. It was a very, very bad idea. It's lost 3/4 of its value, and that's including the sort of just $100 plus rewards which we've received. We have received a few more coins than that in Smart Rewards. So if you hold Smartcash, and you will, if you're running a Masternode, obviously you're holding those 100,000 coins in a fixed kind of address, so you will pick up some extra coins from Smart Rewards. But yeah, really, really disappointing performance from Smartcash. It's a pretty, large project across these kind of like very, I mean, all of these are pretty small projects, but out of a lot of them, it's probably the largest one here, but it's just performed appallingly. So very disappointing. It's nice to see Bulwark not in last position. I feel quite sorry for them. As I said, it's not really them kind of like making massive kind of progress. It's more the fact that Smartcash has just dropped down even further behind them. But anyway, nice to see Bulwark off the bottom. No other big changes this week. So I'll wrap it up now. Let me know your thoughts below. Let me know your thoughts on Smartcash, actually. I mentioned them. I was a bit critical of Smartcash a couple of weeks ago, and I seem to get some dislikes in the video. I don't know if that's people from the Smartcash community, but it's always nice to engage. So, please leave me your comments. Let me know what you think of Smartcash. Do you think it's going to pick up? What have they got kind of around the corner? They've got lots and lots of plans. If you look through the kind of Discord, it's quite an active kind of Discord. They have all these additional kind of like projects around the kind of the core kind of Smartcash project, like cards and stuff like that. But nothing seems to have pushed the kind of price any kind of higher. I know a lot of coins have done pretty badly, but it's done a lot worse than most this year, which is pretty disappointing. So if you are from the Smartcash community, let me know why I'm kind of wrong. Let me know why you think it's got potential and it's got kind of legs, and why you think that the price has been so catastrophic for Smartcash compared to maybe some other coins which are kind of smaller and are doing better. But anyway, that's it for this week. Thanks very much for watching as always. Have a great day, and hopefully I will see you on the next video. Bye bye.